Hello, welcome to your soft morning yoga. I'm your host Tiffany. Happy to be here. Thanks for joining me today. It's going to be super chill, okay? Super quick. This is one of those practices where you roll out of bed and you're like, "Why does my body hate me?" So I'm hoping that after this class, you will feel relaxed and stretched and ready to take on the day. So for today's class, you will need a yoga mat. If you would like some blocks or a bolster for your practice, you can do that as well. When you have all of that collected, I will meet you in a wide-legged child's pose. So for your child's pose, you can bring the big toes to touch, separate the knees wide, and then send the hips back towards the heels. You might bring the forehead down onto the mat or onto a block. You can also have the knees closer together if that feels better for your body today. Once you're settled in, start to arrive on your mat by taking a full breath in through the nose and taking an open mouth exhale. Maybe closing down the eyes here. And I invite you to sway the hips side to side, massaging the inner thighs, or find stillness. And start to notice your breath, focusing on the tip of your nose, the nostrils, as air moves in on your inhale, and as the air moves out on your exhale. Noticing the quality of your breath, the temperature of the air. Notice where each breath begins and where it ends. From here, begin to lengthen your breath in your own time. Deep inhale into the abdomen and the nice release on the exhale. On your inhale, notice the belly expanding against your thighs. And notice the softness of the exhale. And gently lift your gaze and start to walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. And stay here or bring left hand on top of the right. Drawing left hip to left heel. Notice the expansion of the left side body on your inhale. Lifting the gaze once again, coming back through center, walking the hands over to left side this time. Stack right hand on top of left if that feels good. Deep breath in and out. Lifting the gaze, we come back through center. This time we start to lift the heels or lift the hips off of the heels, coming into our table pose, hands and knees, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and hips over the knees. Start to take a few rounds of cat-cows, On your inhale, draw the belly button down towards the earth, gazing up. Tailbone comes up. As you exhale, push into the floor to round through the spine. Tailbone comes down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Moving through these in your own breath. Move at whatever speed you'd like. If you are craving any more movement here, maybe swaying the hips side to side, circling the spine in one direction and then the other, maybe circling the hips towards the heels. Listening to your body this morning and what you'd like out of your practice today. Letting this movement be fluid, intuitive, and let it be yours. This is your time. Coming back to neutral spine, start to walk the hands towards the top of the mat and start to bring the chest and the forehead down onto the mat, coming into your puppy or melting heart pose. Here you can slightly bend the elbows or maybe bringing the hips towards the heels a little bit more. Makes it a little bit more comfortable. Good. Start to shift forward, coming onto the forearms, and then bring the pelvis down onto the earth. You can move the elbows so that they're slightly ahead of the shoulders for Sphinx pose or Salamba Bhujangasana. From here, bring chin to chest and start to circle right ear to right shoulder. Slowly come back through center and left ear to left shoulder. So just taking these semi-neck circles. Stretching the front body and the neck. Let the jaw relax here. And notice if you're clenching or tensing anywhere around the hips, the glutes, the pelvic floor. And with each breath, can you release a little bit more? Can you soften? Good. Bring chin back to chest and bring the head and the neck back to neutral. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Nice. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, and then press back up into your table pose. I'm just going to turn so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. All right. Table pose. Left hand stays on the mat. On your inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. On your exhale, thread the needle. Bring right arm underneath left, reaching to the other side of the room. Good. Inhale, right arm rises up. Exhale to thread the needle. One more inhale. This time, exhale, thread the needle, and then bring the right shoulder down onto the mat. Maybe the head comes down. You can leave the left hand where it is, or you can extend the arm out ahead of you. Maybe you're taking a bind with the left arm behind the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to bring left hand underneath left shoulder, pressing up. Inhale, right arm reaches up. And then from here, right leg extends down the mat. Kickstand this left leg, coming into a supported side plank. Bring right arm to right ear to open that right side body. Nice. And then bring right hand back down onto the mat and we meet back in our table pose. All right. We'll go other side. So inhale, left arm reaches up. And exhale to thread the needle. Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle, let the shoulder and the head come down. Right hand stays where it is, or you can walk it ahead of you, or bring it behind the back for a bind. Stay with the breath as you find this twist, waking up the shoulders and the spine. Bring right hand underneath right shoulder. Start to press up. Inhale, lift left arm to sky. From here, you kickstand right leg. Extend that left leg down the mat, coming into your supported side plank. Left arm to left ear. Open up left side body. Good. Bring left hand back down, coming into your table pose. From here, start to sit the hips onto the heels to come into a kneeling position. All right. When you've reached here, start to lengthen through the spine, allowing the shoulders to soften away from the ears. Relaxing the muscles in the face and in the jaw. Relaxing the belly. And perhaps closing down the eyes or finding a soft gaze. And just notice how you feel after this practice. Bringing in an intention for the rest of your day. knowing that you can cultivate this feeling whenever you'd like, and you don't need a mat to do so. On your next inhale, bring the arms wide, raise them up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Full breath in through the nose. And full breath out through the nose. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.